and welcome to PySource. I'm Sergio, I'm a computer consultant, developer, and course instructor. At PySource, we help companies improve their process efficiency, reliability, and scalability with the use of artificial intelligence. When companies approach us with an idea, they usually have these questions. They want to know if it's possible to build their idea, they want to know how long it will take to transform their idea into a prototype, and they want to know what are the steps to build this solution. In this video, we will try to reply these questions, and also I'm going to outline the 5 most important steps to transform your idea to a prototype. Let's go. Let's now discuss about the 5 different steps. The first one is, of course, having an idea. When companies approach us, they already have an idea of what they want to build and what they want to achieve. The most important question to ask is what problem you want to solve with this idea, and also how can AI help you improve this? Because it might be something that was never created before, so some innovation, or it can be something that replaces some human effort which is doing this. Let me give an example of both. The first one, something new, could be, for example, in the entertainment industry, where you might want to create some new animation based on the movement of a crowd, something that can be applied to museums or for some events, something totally new that doesn't exist. Or it can be something to replace, let's say, a manufacturing company. We can take the quality control. I know some companies that do quality control manually. If they have like a production of bottles, the bottles are crossing on a conveyor belt. On a certain number of production, they have someone checking a small sample to make sure that everything is up to their standard, and to make sure that there is no problem on the production. This, for example, could be made by AI, replacing completely the human effort. So this is something that already exists but can be improved. So the questions always to ask are, what is the problem that you're going to solve, and how can AI help you improve some process that already exists? Second step is validating the idea. Not all ideas are possible to develop, or let's say, even if almost everything is possible to be built, sometimes due to the resources that are necessary to build such a solution, it's not possible, or it's not convenient at the moment for the company that wants to build this solution. So when the companies approach us to validate their idea, we are very happy to guide them, to give insight on what are the goals that can be achieved, what will be the challenges during the development, and also could be challenges post-development, what will be the maintenance necessary to keep the solution, and so on. So it's good to make some research, and also to consult with some expert to understand the feasibility of your idea, and if it's convenient for your company in this specific moment, and also understand the complexity and the resources that will require to your company to build such idea. Once you have the idea, and once you validated the idea, it's already a good step for the success of your prototype, because when you have these 2 steps, especially validating the idea, you have a good solid ground to move further, because you have the research, you have like some opinion, some consultation from some expert that can give you very clear guidelines, and also understanding of what is possible to achieve, and also what is possible not to achieve at this moment, and also the timing and the complexity. After this, we move to the third step, which is the design phase. The design phase is about focusing on only the most important aspect of the prototype to achieve a specific goal. So especially when the idea is about achieving some very complex goals, some big scenarios, it's good to focus only on one small aspect to prove the concept that everything is possible, to have something ready and working as soon as possible. Let's take an example, a manufacturing company. Let's say that the manufacturing company wants to build a solution to detect defects on the products. If this is a very big company and there are a lot of products, a lot of type of defects, the best approach to design the product is to focus first on a simple aspect. So it could be the most common sold product by this company and the most common defects that we want to identify. So we focus only on a bunch of products, a bunch of defects, and that's the aim. First goal is to reach that. So we design the product to achieve this goal, and designing the product will have also some basic mock-up and design to show what will look like at the end and what will be the outcome that the company can expect to make sure that everything is aligned with what are the expectations and the goal that needs to be achieved. Once everything is clear with the design, the first step will be the actual development and programming of the prototype. This is what we call an MVP, or minimum viable product, where the goal is to develop the proof of concept, something that right away with the lowest amount of resources will prove that this can work. So in this case of a manufacturing company, if we want to identify the defects, a simple minimum viable product will be a solution that will detect the defects with, let's say, maybe it will be with a rough user interface, so it will detect the defects only post-production, only on videos instead of in real time, so without focusing on the infrastructure that might be needed in the company. Could be many things that will need to be improved later, but at the same time we can prove, look, this is working, this prototype is already achieving the goal which is supposed to be achieving, so detecting the defects, and all the other aspects will come just after this. So after we can prove that it's working for the main goal, it can be improved, like to be more efficient, to work could be faster with multiple cameras, to have a better accuracy in the detection, to have better user experience, and so on. So this is a crucial step first, minimum viable product, and only after all the other improvements. After we have this, we go to the fifth step, which is launching the product. Finally, we want to launch the prototype for testing. This will be also a very important step because with the testing and feedback, the prototype can be improved, but also we will make sure that everything is aligned with the expectations. Depending on the structure of the company, the feedback might be from the QA team, from the product manager, or from the beta tester user that are there for this purpose to try the program and to see what are the outcomes. And there is an iterative process where there will be feedback and everything will be improved based on that. There will be new feedback and new improvement. Ideally, we will get to already as soon as possible to the result that we want to achieve this prototype, and the feedback will help moving further and developing even further the prototype. All these 5 steps are crucial for the success of transforming the idea into a prototype, because skipping some of them might turn into waste a lot of resources. This could be trying to develop already an idea with some developers without proving the idea with some experts, so it will turn to have some solution that by default probably wasn't supposed to work, or try to develop some idea without having a clear goal, and so it will be a lot of wasting resources because it will require to make a lot of adjustments that could be avoided if the idea was established better and studied better already from the beginning. Now I want to try to reply about the timing question. Of course, this is also very important because I understand that from the point of view of a company, especially now that things are going very fast and like speed is important, they want to know how long does it take, also based on the resources that they are willing to invest. Of course, it's very hard to say how long it can take to build a prototype because every solution is custom solution and every solution is different from each other. trying to solve different complexity of problems. But I will try to give at least some guidelines with some examples. Normally, a simple prototype could be built into 2 months. By simple prototype, I mean, with the example of the manufacturing company, if we want to detect defects, the simple solution will be to have only one camera to focus only on one product and like a bunch of defects of that specific product. We can do this in the shortest amount of time because we focus on a single specific aspect of this solution. So I can say 2, sometimes 3 months, and also depend on the data that is already available and so on. But this is a general timeline. If the solution is more complex, so instead of one product, we have like dozens of products, and instead of one camera, we have multiple cameras, the site is big, there are thousands of products to analyze each day. In this case, the solution is much more complex, so we're talking a timing from about 8 months to 12 months. Of course, this is a general estimation that depends on really a big variety of factors, but at least you get an idea of timing necessary to build the solution. I hope this video was useful for you. If you have any questions, you can put the question in the comment section below. And if you have a company and what we discussed today about is aligned with your expectations, feel free to reach us at pisource.com to set a discovery call. Link down below in the descriptions. I will put a bunch of links so that you can read more about our services and so that you can get in touch with us. This is all for this video. See you in the next one.